Gave my boyfriend 7 years to propose, and he gave a ring to someone he met 6 months ago. Now I'm just the ex who taught him how to love while another woman reaps the rewards. And the worst part? I watched their wedding from behind the trees, wearing the perfume he once said smelled like forever. I'm Wanda, I'm 26 and I just watched my ex-boyfriend Victor marry someone else after spending 7 years telling me he wasn't ready for marriage, but here's what nobody wants to admit: I'm not the villain in this story. I gave that man everything, shaped him into husband material, and he handed all my hard work to some basic artist who swooped in at the last minute. Let me paint you the real picture here. Victor and I started dating when I was 19 and he was 22. We met at this house party in Dallas through mutual friends, and honestly the connection was instant. He was this quiet, thoughtful guy who worked in some tech-related field. I never really bothered learning the specifics because work talk is boring as hell, and I was climbing the ladder in customer service, actually dealing with people all day instead of hiding behind a computer screen. Those first couple years were incredible. We moved in together after about 18 months. Found this decent apartment in a neighborhood that was starting to get trendy, nothing fancy, but it had good bones and potential. We split the bills mostly evenly, though I always thought he should cover more since he made better money. That's just how relationships work when you're building something real. The man steps up and takes care of his woman, but Victor was weird about money from day one. He'd keep receipts for everything, want to split grocery bills down to the penny, act like we were college roommates instead of partners planning a future. I'd suggest upgrading our place or taking nicer vacations, and he'd start pulling out spreadsheets and talking about savings goals. It was like he was afraid to actually invest in what we were building together. The thing about Victor that most people didn't see was how much work he needed. When we first got together, he was this awkward guy who had no idea how to dress, barely knew how to cook, and had zero social skills. With my friends, I spent years teaching him how to be a real boyfriend. I helped him pick out better clothes, taught him how to talk to people at parties, showed him what